Hello, my name is Chris, and I'm a Mets fan. I've been a Mets fan since the day I was born. So basically, the Mets have given me agita since 1981. Maybe you've seen me at a couple of games at Citi Field. Maybe you've seen me in McFadden's. I have a few Mets jerseys, not gonna lie. One of my goals is to collect every single Mets jersey from my lifetime. So that's every Mets jersey that they wore from 1981, pretty much to the current day. Still kind of thinking about the Nike jersey situation, not really loving the swoosh. People ask me all the time, what is your favorite jersey? It's kind of hard to really figure out which one is my favorite. Probably one of the four that I don't have. It's probably one of my favorite just because I don't have it. Am I absolutely in love with the black jersey? No. Do I absolutely hate the black jersey, which I have both of those? No. And it's so funny how people are obsessed with either they love it or they hate it. It's pretty hilarious. You're probably wondering, do we really need another Mets-related YouTube channel? And the answer is, yeah, 100%. Definitely need another YouTube channel that's Mets-related. This is going to be a little different. I only talk about Mets-related stuff. So that could be Citi Field. It could be the Brooklyn Cyclones. It could be other minor league teams that they have. It's going to be fans of the Mets. So I want to get to origin stories. How the hell did you become a Mets fan? That's what I want to know. I want to know how this happened. Was it a mistake? Does your family all like the Mets? Are you from a split family? I want to know all that kind of stuff. And I want to make it fun. I want to shake it up a little bit. Obviously, we're going to talk about some players. We're going to talk about some moves that are going to happen. But it's going to be fun. I want it to be more of Weekend Update than the news. I don't want to do, so this player has a WAR of 4 and an OPS of 872. And this is Dan Rather, and that is the news. I don't want to do stuff like that. I want it to be entertaining, want you guys to laugh. Other channels can do that stuff. That's not going to be me. And this is pretty exciting to start this new YouTube channel, because this YouTube channel is like, without getting too philosophical, it's like a piece of clay and I can mold it any way I want. And with the help of everyone listening now and watching, you can help me mold it also to see which way you want it to go. So that's pretty exciting. It's really exciting. And I'm really on board with it. And one of the reasons why I decided to do it is because I was kind of inspired by Steve Cohen from something he said. Because he said he bought the team, maybe not really as like investment because he has a job, but to give people happiness and to make millions of people happy. You know, with this YouTube channel, I'm probably not going to make millions of people happy, but I'm not doing it for the money. I don't think I'm going to be a YouTube sensation. I don't think I'm going to be a YouTube star. I have a job. But if I can make some people laugh and be excited about the Mets and maybe be honest about the Mets at sometimes, you know, they're not always going to win the World Series. Sometimes they're going to suck. Sometimes people are going to say the Mets suck, and you'll have to turn around and say, yeah, I know. And once the game starts, it's going to be a different story. Talk about the games. Will it be the same old Mets? We don't know, right? Right now, are the Mets better than they were when the season ended? As of right this second, they could be. Maybe not. You know, they missed the playoffs by X amount of games. Are they X amount of games better to make the playoffs this year? We don't know. So this is the great unknown right now. Could I be talking about a same old Mets 5-game, 6-game losing streak in June? The June swoon? Or the 4 wins in July? Or the injuries? Could I be talking about that? Possibly. But I'm going to be honest with it. There's no unicorns, there's no rainbows in this channel. It's going to be honesty. I don't own the Mets. They don't own me. I have a season plan. So I'm not going to be able to talk about every single game because I'll be at most of them. But we'll see what happens. And we'll take it, I guess, day by day the only way that you can. But I'm not going to do stupid trades. I know that the Mets said that they don't want to trade prospects for players because, honestly, that's what poor teams do, right? That's what we used to have to do. We had to trade players because we didn't want to give them money. But if you buy the players, then you don't have to give up prospects. So the Mets are in position to do that. So I'm not going to say the Mets are going to trade this person and this fake trade and that fake trade. Those annoying trades that you hear in WFAN all day. I'm not going to do that either. 100% not. Like the Lindor nonsense. Maybe they'll trade for Lindor. Or maybe they'll just wait a year for when he's a free agent and he's in the free agent market with other shortstops like Seager. And the Mets could do something because they have money now. It's called paying them. I know it's different for us. And I know the Mets didn't do too much of that in the past, but they can do that now because they have money. So we don't have to worry about the trades. I've been on Twitter for about 2 years with a Mets kind of related Twitter account at Ajita81, and people follow me, and I'm not one of those people who would follow for a follow or anything like that. It kind of grew organically, and I'm hoping that this will grow organically also, and not forced. I'm not going to be shoving this down people's throat. I'm not going to be every single day. I know people do that. I feel like my first 10 to 15 videos are going to suck, but hopefully I'll learn from that, and then smooth sailing from there. But we'll see. And since you guys are in the ground floor right now, you'll have to deal with the bull and the sucking right away. And I'm not going to beg at the end of the videos and say, like, subscribe, and remind you 75 times. Not going to do stuff like that. If you want to like it, if you want to subscribe, get more of this content, great. If you don't, it's all good. Don't worry about it. I had my first video up for less than 1 day, and I got 1 thumbs down, and I feel like I've made it already. So I think I'm a YouTube success because I had a video that lasted 50 seconds, and it got a thumbs down. So here I am. I'm like a rocket ship. A rocket ship ready to take off. And what's the worst that could happen? You're disappointed by this? It's fine. I don't have any kids. I don't have a wife. I have to disappoint someone. I grew up listening to radio, and radio was like my thing. My friends used to make fun of me. The people who listen to podcasts day and night now used to make fun of me for listening to AM radio. Having the radio when we're driving around, when we're not blasting like KTU and stuff, was always on a Met game, was always on WFAN. When I was little, I would go to sleep listening to Steve Summers on the overnight. LV22. For those who keep score at home, I know you are. The Schmooze. And then it would move on to Joe Benigno, which with Joe Benigno is kind of funny because when I went away to college, I was able to get WFAN up there, and it was kind of my home, away from home, and I called him once. The only person I ever called on WFAN was Joe Benigno. So, and now he's retired, so I figured it's kind of really weird timing that I decided to do something like this. So I'm jumping in, I guess feet first, or hand first, or head first, or whatever they say first. It's gonna happen. It's happening right now. But I just wanted this to be a good time, and I want it to be fun for the entire family. And I feel like if this is a drinking game, I would say do a shot for every time that I say the word fun. But it has to be that way. And if it's not fun for when I do it, if it's not fun for you listening, there's no point of me doing it. Because anything in life that you do, it has to be fun. There's no point in doing it. There's only certain things that you have to do. And, one of them is if your boss says do something, you have to do it. But other than that, I can't think of something other than being illegal or not illegal that you would have to do in life. So there we go. Like life lesson from Chris here. Do what makes you happy. And that's it. And if it doesn't have to make other people happy. If it makes you happy, that's the most important thing. Like I said before, this is a blank slate. So hit me up in the comments. Tell me if you want to come on. Or tell me what you want to see out of this channel. Again, this channel's for you. It wants to be fun. It wants to be good times. Not the normal stuff that happens and like I said before, the breakdowns and things. I want this to be fun. I want you to come on. Tell me how you watch games. How'd you watch during the pandemic? What do you drink during the games? What do you eat at Citi Field? What do you eat at your house? I want to know all that stuff. Maybe we'll play some fun games. You could tell me what Disney princess reminds you of a Met. We could play a game called Blank, Marry, Kill. Stuff like that. Just hit me up. You could do it again on the comments. You can hit me up on Twitter at Ajita81. If you're in the Facebook group, The Mets Give Me Ajita, hit me up there. Yes, we have a Facebook group called The Mets Give Me Ajita. Very secretive. Very exclusive. Not anybody. I don't run it. I'm not the president of Ajita. I am just a client. But yeah, so just hit me up and we'll have a good time. And thank you so much, everyone, for listening. Have a great night. Or a great day. Or a great morning. Or go to sleep. It's too late. Why are you watching this YouTube channel? Alright, later. I didn't hear no bell.